Griffin flips to second one. They will not get Laureano, but Connor Griffin just robbed him of a hit.
And drills a ball to right center field for the second time in as many days as hit it out. Cranks another. He's got a second bomb. Who is this guy?
Swing and a miss. 10 strikeouts and 8 brilliant innings from Jose Soriano.
Cleveland, please join us in congratulating the new franchise leader in games played, Jose Ramirez.
Now the pitch on the way, swung on, hit high in the air to right field, deep. Wood going back onto the warning track toward the corner. He lunges. He made the catch. He made the catch, and he holds on.
And there's a shot into left field. Stanton on his way around to score. The Yankees are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and drive in a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one headed for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the third straight hit to open the 5th inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, "Did you see that?" I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
Taps this one to third. And he sails it down the right field line. Robinson's on the move. And he is going to stop. No, now he's going to go to third. Here's the throw. It gets by him. Here comes Ramos. This game is over. The Giants win the game on a Little League home run.
Very fabric of our society together.
Bill Handel, weekdays 6 to 9 a.m. Carrie and Shannon, 9 a.m. to noon. Monks and Merrill, noon to 3 p.m. John Cobelt, 3 to 6 p.m. Tim Conway Jr., 6 to 10 p.m. KFI, AM 640. Make us the #1 preset on the iHeartRadio app.
California's #1 casino just got better. Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is now the only AAA 5-diamond rated casino hotel in the country. Become a Club Serrano member today and enjoy the added perks like exclusive rewards at Monarch Beach Golf Links and Palms Casino Resort Las Vegas. VIP at another casino? Trade up and take advantage of the tier and offer match program at Yamava. Voted #1 casino outside of Vegas by Newsweek. You in? Restrictions apply. Details at Yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Tim Cates here. There's nothing like the thrill of baseball and the legendary moments that make every inning unforgettable. Pair those rich moments with an ice-cold, crisp Sapporo beer. From first pitch to walk-off wins, Sapporo has you covered with a variety of refreshing lagers, including light and non-alcoholic beers. Celebrating 150 years of Japanese brewing tradition, Sapporo is carefully crafted to be full of flavor. So when it's game time, make the winning call and grab a Sapporo. Sapporo, good with sushi, great with baseball.
We want to remind you that every time the Dodgers win, Cars for Kids wins, because we're making a donation, and you should too. Donate that old car to Cars for Kids now. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today, and they'll pick up your car as soon as tomorrow. They've been accepting vehicle donations now for over 30 years, so...
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17, 1998. Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
Well, he is. He's out. Yes, third is out. Look at this. Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
He's in center field. Max Muncy is at third. Santiago Espinal is starting at second base tonight. And batting ninth and playing at shortstop is Miguel Rojas. The left-hander Justin Robleski making his second start. He's also been out of the bullpen one time. And for Robleski, he's allowed just a 186 batting average against. He pitched a week ago tonight in Toronto against the Blue Jays. Allowed just 1 run in 5 innings of work in that matchup. David Peterson, the 30-year-old left-hander on the mound for the New York Mets as we set to go. Happy to have you with us. Game 1 of 3. It's the Dodgers against the Mets. And happy to turn things over to Charlie Steiner.
What up, Mo? Tonight's time and temperature brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's 10 after 7 and a chilly 62 degrees. So we've got a battle of lefties tonight. Robleski for the Dodgers and Peterson for the Mets. Robleski, his third appearance, 1-0, 4.00 ERA in 9 innings of work, 5 strikeouts, and 4 walks. The Mets come in, they have been slumping. They're 7 up, 9 down, 3 behind Atlanta in the National League East. At the moment, the Mets are rock bottom in the Eastern Division. Dodgers, of course, 11-4, the best record in baseball, a game and a half in front of San Diego, 2.5 in front of Arizona. Colorado and San Francisco already submerged, 5.5 games behind the Dodgers. Francisco Lindor leads off for the Mets. He'll be followed by Luis Robert Jr. and then Mark Vientos. Robleski's first pitch, low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Lindor's been a real mystery. 188, that's all he's hitting. No home runs, 10 RBIs. And he swings and pops it foul, out of play. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Bo Bichette's their cleanup hitter. Jorge Polanco, the DH, batting 5th. Francisco Alvarez, the catcher, hitting 6th. Tommy Pham, just recalled today, batting 7th in left. As Robleski deals, and Lindor fouls it off to the left. It's 1-2. After Pham, you've got Marcus Semien. He's been lost at sea, hitting a .190, and Tyrone Taylor is batting 9th. So here is Robleski. Stands on the first base side of the rubber, pitches out of the stretch, and delivers low and inside. It's 2-2. Defensively for the Dodgers, you've got Muncy at third, Rojas at short tonight. Santiago Espinal is at second base. Freddie Freeman at first, Will Smith behind the plate. Here comes the 2-2. Swinging a high fly ball to right, drifting toward the line. Easy play for Kyle Tucker, and we are underway. Got Teoscar Hernandez in left, Pages in center, and Tucker is in right.
Well, it's always important to be able to get off on the right foot. And that outing you mentioned, 5 innings in Toronto against the Jays. And while he allowed just 2 hits, he walked 4. That's one of the areas he needs to cut down upon.
Luis Robert Jr. stepping in. 319, 7 home runs, 12 RBIs. A mountain of a man, a swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. He has got a world of potential. Never quite lived up to it with the White Sox. Mets took a chance on him, and here he is, and he's off to a very good start. 7 home runs, a swing, or actually takes a strike at the knees. It's 0-2. Vientos on deck. So the sun is setting. Field in shadow. Lights are on. The 0-2 is low and inside, 1-2.
Yeah, lights are on and just about everybody is home on Hello Kitty night.
Hello Kitty. It sure was fun getting to the old Bullyard today. Robleski delivers. Robert swings at a ground ball up the middle, fielded behind the bag by Santiago Espinal. Throws to first quickly. There's 2 out.
Well, for the Mets, a lot of different reasons. I mean, they've got Juan Soto on the injured list. He's had the problem with the right calf strain. But if you start to look at their leadoff hitter, just 188 average, the bottom part of the lineup is directly opposite of the Dodgers. Dodgers' bottom 3 have been productive, and for the Mets, absent without leave.
So quickly, 2 gone. And here's Vientos. There's a pitch went outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Vientos 10 out of 38. It's 263 batting average. But he's been in a funk. Hitless in his last 17 at-bats. He swings it, fouls it off to the right. And it's 1-1. So the Dodgers 3 with the Mets. Off on Thursday. And then to Colorado and San Francisco. The 1-1, a swing and a foul off to the left out of play, and it's 1-2. Outfield deep and straight away for Vientos. And the infield is essentially straight away, although Espinal, the second baseman, is shaded toward the bag with his heels on the lip of the grass. Robleski is 13th pitch of the inning, the 1-2. Low, and it's 2-2. Just a hint of a breeze from left to right. Not discernible as far as play is concerned. The 2-2 is a ground ball foul up the third baseline.
That fastball at 95.5, so we'll round it off. That's 96. He topped out at 97 a week ago tonight in Toronto. But the big deal, too, is that not just velocity, but that breaking stuff. And he handles the right-handed hitters very well in that outing. But again, high pitch count as a result of some walks. Went 5 innings.
Vientos, right-handed hitter, stands deep in the box. Very close to the plate. And now here comes a 2-2 from Robleski. Low and inside, 3-2. Vientos, as he stands in the batter's box, his hip pocket is hanging out of his pants. Bo Bichette on deck, swing and a miss. And he is done. Vientos with or without pocket outside has been struck out. Nothing across, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And we've got Ohtani leading it off when we come back.
Where there's baseball, there's Budweiser. The official for 150 years, this Bud's for you.
Run down by Quan, makes the catch. Could be a double play, throw to first. There it is.
And there's a nice play, Connor Griffin. What a play.
Acuna with a good jump, and he will get there.
Oh, they got him. Oh, Luis Matos, welcome to the crew.
What a play by Nathan Lucas.
He went into Superman formation.
What a throw by Jared Young. He played that ball beautifully.
Out is the call at second base.
Double play. How about that?
Good stop by Okamoto, and the throw is in time. What a play down at third.
At the wall, he jumps and he's got it. Crashes into the wall.
Takes a hit away. Going back at the track and a leaping catch. What a snap by the backstop.
Spinning, turning, what a play. Tanner Murray in his big league debut.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Super Dry, Japan's #1 selling beer. Seek what is unique. Ohtani, he has reached base in all 15 games this season. 46 straight dating back to last year. It's the third longest streak in Los Angeles Dodger history, just one behind Ron Cey. And now here's Peterson's first pitch, and Ohtani swings and misses. It's 0-1. Ohtani at 286, 5 home runs, 10 runs batted in. Big, powerful left-handed hitter. Takes a breaking ball for a strike, outside corner, belt high, and it's 0-2.
Ohtani's had success when he has faced Peterson in the past. 7 hits and 18 at-bats.
And in his 46-game on-base streak, he's reached base 99 times. The 0-2, he gets hit by a pitch. And he's holding his right arm by his side.
I got him upper part of the right shoulder.
He's got Ohtani, of course, written on his jersey above 17. The pitch hit him in the eye of Ohtani. So he's on base. Not terribly pleased with it, but he's there. And here's Kyle Tucker. Tucker at 246 with a home run and 9 runs batted in. Peterson, an all-star last year. This year so far, this is his 4th start. 0-2, an ERA of 6.14. Ohtani's got an on-base streak now of 47. Tying with Ron Cey. Fastball inside, 1 ball, no strikes to Tucker. Cey 3rd all-time in Los Angeles Dodger history. Sean Green has the longest streak at 53, and Ohtani's knocking on his door. Tucker, left-handed hitter, stands deep in the box, practically upright as he takes a strike on the inside.
That top of the order for this Dodger ball club beginning to run on all cylinders. Interesting that Dave Roberts changes that lineup a little bit tonight and moving Will Smith up to number 3 spot. Teoscar Hernandez in the cleanup position.
Now Tucker on 1-1 takes a breaking ball high and away, 2-1. So it's Ohtani, Tucker, and Smith. Teoscar Hernandez, terrific start in the cleanup spot. Freeman, he'll get warmed up at 258. And then the defending National League Player of the Week, Andy Pages, batting 6th. Then Muncy, Espinal, and Rojas. As Peterson misses low and outside, 3-1.
Sometimes the numbers don't really signify everything that happens, but for Peterson, when he's ahead in the count, a 192 average against. When he's behind in the count, 412, and he's behind in the count here.
3-1 to Tucker. Peterson set and delivers. Low and outside ball 4. The Dodgers are in business after Ohtani hit by a pitch and Tucker walks.
Well, I want to remind you, Children's Hospital Los Angeles has been delivering for 125 years of hope and healthier futures. And when your child needs championship care, visit chla.org.
We're having dinner before the game, as we always do. We're talking about Will Smith. Getting 400 in his last 8 games, 295 on the year. Thinking about the 30 teams in Major League Baseball. Is there a better all-around catcher? Hitting, offense, defense. He's riding on all cylinders now.
For both sides of the ball, then the part of the intangible is it working with the pitching staff. That's the other part. That, quite frankly, is something that Dalton Rushing is in the process of really learning, is what Dave Roberts talks about, referring to Will Smith, the calmness of calling games.
With Teoscar Hernandez on deck, Will Smith awaits. He swings. Hefty swing, and it's 0-1. Ends up empty. 2 home runs, 7 runs batted in. And from the day Will Smith arrived, he has always been a terrific clutch hitter. All-star catcher awaits on 0-1. Takes low and outside, 1-1. Peterson having difficulty finding the plate. Between Will Smith and Dalton Rushing, Dodger two catchers combined are hitting .357 with a .419 on base percentage. There's a hard ground ball, base hit into left center field. Ohtani is around third. He'll come in to score. An RBI single for Will Smith, and the Dodgers promptly have a 1-0 lead.
Well, they got in position the hard way, a hit batter. Then good eye, Tucker drew the walk, and for Will Smith, he delivers yet again.
And now here's Teoscar Hernandez. Teo, 306, 3 home runs, and 11 runs batted in. Much has been made from spring training until tonight. How much weight Teoscar Hernandez has taken off. He's got a new physique, and it clearly is paying off. Freddie Freeman on deck. The Mets have lost 5 in a row as Hernandez fouls it back 0-1, while the Dodgers have won 7 of their last 9. Mets lost last night, flew across the country, and here they are, first of 3 with the Dodgers. Tucker leads from second, Will Smith from first. Peterson set at the chest, and the lefty delivers. Swing and a foul into the dirt. Quickly, it's 0-2. Tomorrow night, Yamamoto and Nolan McLean. First time we'll see McLean with our own eyes. Morongo pregame tomorrow night at 6, first pitch at 10 after 7. Peterson's already thrown 13 pitches. He's down 1-0. The Dodgers have first and second, and still nobody out. Peterson sets as Tucker leads from second and Smith from first. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, 1-2. Hernandez has walked only twice. He has been struck out 15 times. Peterson set, chest high. And the 1-2. Low and outside, 2-2.
One of the few teams that we see really playing Teoscar Hernandez in the outfield the opposite way. Infield's playing to pull. Center fielder Robert is playing Teoscar Hernandez like he's a left-handed hitter. He's over to right center field.
Somewhere near Pasadena. Way out there. Here's the 2-2. Low and inside, 3-2.
There's a pitch right there. Teoscar Hernandez offered that a great number of times a season ago. Just appears to be more disciplined. As you mentioned, he's trimmed down, no question about it. But we've just seen better at bats.
3-2, nobody out. First and second. Runners stay put. High and away, ball 4, and the Dodgers have the bases loaded.
How about that at bat? He's down no balls and 2 strikes. He winds up getting a walk because he laid off some critical pitches that were close, but not strikes.
Well, here comes Freddie Freeman. And there's going to be a mound visit. Justin Willard, the pitching coach for the Mets, and the mound visit is brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
The Dodgers, here's the spot, too, for Freddie Freeman. He understands you'll keep the ball off the ground. In the first 2 games of the series, just completed against the Rangers. In those first 2 games, Dodgers hit into 5 ground ball double plays.
First baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
So Freeman steps up with the bases loaded. 16 out of 52 this year, 258. First pitch to Freeman. He swings and foul tips it into the glove of Francisco Alvarez. It's 0-1.
Freeman has enjoyed the competition of bases loaded. In his career, a .340 average.
No balls on a strike, bases loaded. Freeman swings and tips it into the glove. It's 0-2.
Back-to-back breaking balls.
Andy Pages is on deck. The relentless nature of this Dodger lineup. Not an easy out among them. The 0-2 is low and outside, 1-2 to Freeman. The Dodgers have been in first place all of this season so far, all 15 games in the 19 days of the year. And the 1-2 from Peterson. Freeman takes call, strike 3, inside corner at the knees.
With the 3 sliders, then the fastball in on the hands.
And here comes Andy Pages.
Center field, number 44, Andy Pages.
For the first 15 games this year, he's hitting .429. Through the first 15 games last year, he was hitting .159. They haven't announced this past week's Player of the Week. But Pages was 8 for 14 with runners in scoring position, has the bases loaded with 1 out. Takes a strike on the outside corner, fastball at 92, and it's 0-1.
The thing that Pages has done when he's faced Peterson, he's 6 for 10.
Leads the majors in hits, RBIs, and batting average. Andy Pages. Muncy on deck. The ball low, 1 ball, 1 strike to Pages. Ohtani got hit by a pitch. Tucker walked. Will Smith singled into left center. Hernandez walked. And Freeman struck out. 1-1, bases loaded. Here's a pitch. Swinging a liner down the right field line. Just foul. During the spring, when you and I were talking a lot on the phone, one of the things that we talked about is that Pages is so comfortable now hitting the ball the other way.
Well, he realizes there are 2 foul lines, one in left and one in right, and hits in any of the directions count just exactly the same. In particular with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he's been struck out. So 2 gone.
There's a slider, what would have been ball 2.
Brings up Muncy. Muncy 12 out of 49 so far this year. He has 4 home runs and 4 RBIs. And now he's got the bases loaded. Freeman delivers, or rather, I'm sorry, Peterson delivers, slow and outside. Santiago Espinal, playing second base tonight, is on deck. Peterson about to throw his 27th pitch. The 0-1. Muncy swings and fouls it off. It's 0-2.
He got crowded with the fastball inside.
The Dodgers got off to the quick start. Hit by pitch, walk, base hit, walk. Now back-to-back strikeouts. So the Dodgers come away with just the 1 run. It's one of those coulda, woulda, shoulda. Now let's see how Muncy and Peterson fare in this battle. Peterson on 0-2, his 28th pitch of the inning. Muncy strikes out swinging, and the inning is over. So the Dodgers score 1, lead 3, and after 1, they lead 1-0.
Yeah, I love that speedy cash.
Batter up. Life can throw you curveballs when you least expect it.
The name of the business is Legacy Catering. We all were talking about how Mom taught us all how to cook. She was a cook at the public school system for ages. So we all started cooking with her, so we decided, to do the business, so we went to figure out what we're going to call it. So we said, let's cook in honor of, our mother. So that's when Legacy came in. And just remember that Legacy Catering is about people, and this is what barbecuing is all about, and this is why we love it.
Somebody help me.
guy got a souvenir, and he's got a tale to tell.
Mom's just kind of oblivious to the fact that she's struggling.
It's a rather lengthy one. She is very attentive so far as this long story draws out.
That young man looks like he was given some signs. Oh no, he's actually copying the pitcher, isn't he?
He's just going to give up. He's going to give up and pretend this is what he wanted to have happen.
He's in a tent right now.
He's going to hang out in here.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the cat.
Base for the Mets, hitting .235, a home run and 9 runs batted in.
Pitch count device not working correctly by Wroblewski.
I can't hear you. Hello? And so Will Smith is out there, along with Wroblewski and home plate umpire Nick Lentz, to make sure everything is kosher. We're still waiting for the new earpiece. Before the earpiece, just waggled a couple of fingers.
Well, I don't know if he's waiting for a new one or if he's just waiting for one. And if he doesn't have one, this is something that, we've talked about a little bit before. Baseball, I would imagine, is going to do something about, hey, look, if you have difficulty with a pitch com, twice in a ball game? Then you have to go possibly to physical size. But Wroblewski, he has not removed a device from inside of his cap. That's where the speakers are kept. So they're running up to get one.
Admittedly, we are both old school. And from the time they permitted this earpiece, still doesn't make sense to me.
No, but it's not like he turned one in to get a fresh one. He got one, period.
He forgot a little something. In the meantime,
on the pitcher to count is 1-0.
One ball and no strike for Wroblewski took too much time. Bichette, Polanco, and Alvarez to hit in the second. As long as he took, should have been 2 balls. Here's the 1-0. It's inside and low. 2-0. So Bichette, the cleanup hitter. His dad, Dante, in Colorado, sure could hit. Infield, outfield, deep and straight away for Bichette. It takes inside, and it's 3-1.
Well, the Mets feel confident that their offense is going to get going. They hope, obviously, it's soon.
Line drop, diving stab, it's short by Rojas, throws to first and makes a spectacular play. A hard, scorching one-hop liner, diving play by Rojas, got up and threw out Bichette. What a play, the first of the second inning.
Absolute highlight film. Didn't look like there was any chance at all, not only to get to the baseball and stop it from going to the outfield, but then getting up and throwing out the runner. Fabulous play.
Now here's Polanco. He's stuck at 184. 9 for his first, 49. Rojas is, again, 15, 16 games into the season. And a fly ball to right field, drifting back, easy play for Tucker. And quickly there's 2 out. I was going to say in the first 15-plus games, Rojas has just played brilliantly.
He's got some of the quickest hands. The hand-eye coordination that Miguel Rojas has is off the charts.
Remember way back when he first came up with the Dodgers, then off to the Marlins, and now back to the Dodgers. 2 out, nobody on. Francisco Alvarez, a dozen home runs. Takes high and away 1 ball and no strikes.
How many ground balls do you think Miguel Rojas has taken at practice in his career? 1 million?
Give or take. Fouled off to the right. Then it's 1-1. But he's just a spectacular defender. And toward the tail end of his career, he's become a more productive hitter.
Well, I think he reads the ball off the bat exceptionally well, besides having terrific hand-eye coordination.
The 1-1, and Alvarez, right-handed hitters, fouls it off to the right, 1-2.
And by reading the ball off the bat, when you're watching a game and you see a guy foul a ball off, you should really see all of the defensive players moving in that general direction.
The 1-2, and a high fly ball to center field, drifting toward right center. Should be an easy play for Andy Pages. It is, and an easy inning for Robleski. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. A spectacular play from Miguel Rojas.
Hank Greenberg helped popularize the first baseman's mitt, holding a massive 13-inch pocketed glove. That was quickly banned, reducing the maximum size to 12 inches. Paul Richards also developed a black hole-sized catcher's mitt. This ginormous thing, measuring 42 inches in circumference, was known as Big Bertha, or the elephant, for its massive size. It was swiftly outlawed as well.
I'm gonna go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries.
Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some
crinkle cut fries.
Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
Shea Langoliers, who's made the most noise in this game out of anyone. Shea drives it to deep center field. Varsho going back. Still going as far as he can go. This game is tied. A crowd silencer in Toronto. A 2-homer game for Langoliers. And we are all evened up at 2.
Knotted in 2s, and Langoliers gets one center cut and unloads. Just pummeling baseballs.